contacted us, so I want to make it easier for Anita, because I'm a helper. So here's what we've done. Do you remember, the White House used to have, when we had, real enemies like Russia? Those are the days. We used to have a red phone at the White House where if Russia did something, they could pick it up and the president could say, "What are you doing? We're going to bomb you." And then they would talk things out. Well, we have installed this telephone. The only people that have it are the people now in Anita Dunn's office in the White House. We actually tried to give her the number today, but we're not just going to leave it on the message machine, because I'd hate for that to get out. So we're still asking the White House to call us back. We left a special number, and it will give you this number. It is an actual working phone. That way, the White House, Joe will answer it here. He will get right on it. We'll discuss the facts. We can even put you live on the air, White House, so you can correct the mistakes as they happen. Because, well, if we got it wrong, we want to correct it. But if we don't have it wrong, it looks like you might be engaging in a, what do you call those things? Oh, yeah, a smear campaign. If you believe this country is great, but your freedom is at stake, stand up and come on, follow me. I'm wearing my fat jacket. This is the last line of defense. This is the last jacket that fits me. This is it. After this, if I keep eating, I'm going to be showing up here in sweatpants. It's the stress of that phone. That's what it is. It's the stress of the phone. The White House. Anita,
Glenn,
call me.
This is Anita Dunn.
You can call me, Anita, at any time. At any time. We want to have a dialogue. We would like to. Now, I understand you may not want to be on my program because I tend to be a little opinionated, but that's what opinion shows do. But are you telling me that Chris Wallace isn't fair? I want to show you some sound. This is from Robert Gibbs today, when they asked about Anita watching Fox News. Here's what he said.
Specifically, the comments by Anita Dunn about Fox not being a real news network.
I have watched many stories on that network that I found not to be true.
Wow. We'd sure like to know what those stories are. Call me. What is going to happen is, if the White House will please call us back, we gave them another special number. It's actually to Joe. So you can call Joe. He's the keeper of all the secrets. And you can call him. He'll give Anita a special number. I mean, there is going to be a code so we can verify it is who she says it is, that will say, the birds fly at midnight. And then she can be on the other end. She'll say, and I'm wearing a purple T-shirt. And then we'll know that we're each talking to the right person. And he can verify, and we can put you on the air if you'd like to. I mean, I think this is fair, right? I don't think the White House actually wants a dialogue. They want to smear, isolate, and destroy. They've been doing it since 1965. And they can do this now while the president looks good. And he can say, I had nothing to do with it.
And I was not at that dinner, and I said that day, the next day, that I had not met with President Obama. But, ladies and gentlemen, I did. And I gave him peace of my mind. I told him to his face I didn't want his policies to work.
Winner, Lonesome Roads Beck. This is terrific stuff. He installed a red phone on his set, supposedly so the White House could call to complain about Fox News, since it is, in his words, quote, more worried about the war on Fox than the actual war in Afghanistan. Ben Smith at Politico.com thought he'd find out how often Beck was more worried about the actual war in Afghanistan. He did a nexus search of Beck's scripts since Beck went on Fox in January. 97 Becker had references to Afghanistan, 38 more to the Taliban, compared to Marxism, 100 227 references. Community organizers, 167. The SEIU, 259. Liberals, 272. Communists, 330. Socialists, 404. Czars, 533. And Acorn, 1,224 references. So that's 135 Beck references to Afghanistan and the Taliban, and just 3,316 Beck references to Acorn and other sleazebag smears on the president and his supporters. So exactly who is more worried about the war on Fox than the actual war in Afghanistan? Lonesome Rhodes Beck, that's who. Today's worst person in the world.
It's the stress of that phone. That's what it is. It's the stress of the phone. The White House. Anita?
This is an automated call for Glenn Beck from the Office of the White House Communications Director. Anita Dunn. Glenn, you are a disgusting piece of shit. Take that phone and shove it up your ass.